I have over 30 years of real estate investment experience. I hope you can learn from my past experience and realize your dreams of financial freedom and a happy life. Hi, today I want to continue to share about forms of money as sleep. In my former video, I talk about 3 forms of money as sleep. There are more forms that your money may be asleep that you never realize. So today I want to continue this topic, forms of your money as sleep. I talked about 3 forms already. So number 4, buying retirement home too early. Many people started to look for retirement homes long time before they actually retire. I consider the money to purchase this early retirement home money as sleep. For example, if you buy a retirement home at the age of 55, but you plan to retire at the age of 65, what are you going to do with this house for the 10 years between 55 to 65? Many people may keep it vacant because it is an ideal, beautiful, usually brand new retirement home that they want to enjoy their retirement life in. So they don't want other people to damage this beautiful home. So most people keep the retirement home vacant. Keeping a vacant house has many problems and headaches. Usually, retirement houses are pretty far away from the owner's current residence. People want to escape to have a peaceful and beautiful retirement life. Since most retirement houses are far away, if you keep a long distance vacant retirement home, those unexpected problems would become your burden. For example, people may throw garbage into your driveway and your front yard. Homeless people may get into your house and use as their shelter and damage your house. Because it's very easy to identify if a house is vacant or is occupied. For example, mail and advertisement materials would be dropped outside the driveway in front of your retirement home. So when people see those scattered in front of your house, they can tell that this house is vacant. Another problem is that you need to maintain your garden and your lawn. If the grass grows very long, insects and mosquitoes will develop and grow from your garden. Then your neighbors would complain or even report to the government. Then the government would issue tickets and penalize the owners for failure to maintain their house in good conditions. These are some of the problems that a vacant house may bring you. Other than this, even though the house is vacant, you still need to pay real estate tax, insurance for maintenance or repair, maybe HOA fees. Many of these vacant retirement homes become the owner's financial and mental burden. Some people may say, okay, instead of keeping it vacant, I can rent out my retirement home to get some rental income. When I'm ready to move into my retirement home, I will let the tenant move out. Things are not so simple. If you want to rent out your retirement home, there would be some other problems too. Like I said, most retirement houses are pretty far away from their owner's current residence. That means in most cases, it's out of your reach. If you rent it out, the tenant knows you are not there. You are not local. So whatever they do inside your house may not be known by you. One of my friends bought a retirement home in a very nice area inside a good retirement community. It has lakes, parks, a golf course. The environment was so beautiful. Instead of keeping a vacant retirement home, she rented it out. $2,000 monthly rental income. Pretty good. But she never realized her tenants planted marijuana inside her house. After she learned about this bad news, she had to start the eviction process to evict her tenant. This case caused tons of stress on my friend. After her tenant was evicted, her house was totally damaged. She had to renovate her house to restore the house to the original status. The rents from this tenant for the past 2 years were all offset by this construction cost. lost and her health ran down, too much stress, and the health loss is invisible. We cannot even count how many dollars. Buying a retirement house too early is another way of letting your money asleep. If you spend that amount of money that you used to purchase the retirement home, you could have purchased an income generating property, rental properties. You can gain passive income, and at the same time your investment property would appreciate fast and by much bigger amount than your retirement property. Because retirement properties are not a must, are not needed by too many people, the value of use would not be as high as the rental properties. Only buy retirement homes when you are ready to move in. That way you can avoid those problems of a vacant home and troublesome tenant that would damage your ideal retirement house. Number 5 is buying luxuries. One of my friends liked to buy brand name handbags. She spent over $100,000 buying many handbags, only displayed inside her cabinets as exhibits. It didn't generate any passive income, not even interest for her over $100,000. My friend's friend spent even more money, like over $300,000, buying many handbags and just display at home. If money doesn't generate income, that means this money is sleeping just in the form of their handbags. Of course, some limited edition handbags would appreciate in value, but before you sell them to realize the appreciation, it doesn't produce any passive income to you. It is still not as good as investing into income generating properties. When money is at work, it's supposed to generate passive income. Income generating properties not only produce passive income for you, it also appreciates in value and bring in capital gains after you sell them. A few years ago, I had a single room for rent. A young guy came to look at the room. The first thing he asked me is, do you have a garage space for me to park my car? I say, no, you only park on the street. There are plenty of street space for parking, and this area is very safe. My own car is not a cheap one, and I only park my car on the driveway. But he said, no, my car is extremely expensive. I asked him, how expensive is your car? To my biggest surprise, he said he spent $250,000 buying his car. I said to myself, is this guy crazy? He doesn't have a house and he doesn't have a garage. Why he spent so much money buying such an expensive, luxurious car? This is a mental burden for him. I told him, I say, even if I have a garage space for you to park your car, do you keep your car 24/7 inside the garage? You need to drive to places. Then when you park somewhere on the street, don't you worry about your car? He couldn't answer my question. I was such a person that liked to teach people. I say, I suggest that you sell your car and change to a cheap one for transportation use. At least you don't need to worry about your car parking on the street. If you lose it, you lose $20,000. You don't lose $250,000. And use this money to buy a house. He said, house in Palo Alto is too expensive. I say, you can go to some other area and buy a house and rent out to other people, and you can still live in Palo Alto. That way your money can create passive income for you. Now your car doesn't generate any income for you. Your money is sleeping inside your car, and your car has brought in lots of stress and mental burden for you. The insurance for his car was very expensive too. That luxurious car was a money sucker, just sucking money while the owner of the car has to rent a single room for their own residence. He didn't rent my room because I didn't have a garage for him to park his luxurious car. put your money to work. Don't keep your money asleep. Some people's money are sleeping in their retirement home, their luxurious handbags, their luxurious car. If we let our money work hard to create assets and wealth for us, we don't need to work that hard anymore. Please check your money to see if they are sleeping, if they are working hard enough to replace your own hard work. Thank you. If you like my videos, please subscribe and share to more people so more people can benefit from my past experience. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, and questions. Thank you very much.